Amid the rising instances of confrontation in the South China Sea, China now looks to manage tensions with Washington ahead of the US presidential polls in November. Well, there are signals of Beijing making diplomatic overtures and perhaps end its perceived diplomatic isolation. Our next report telling you more.
Chinese President Xi Jinping's meeting with US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan this week marked a surprise element during the latter's three-day visit to Beijing. And not just in terms of protocol. The meeting capped days of talks that Sullivan had with senior Chinese Communist Party officials, including Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Sullivan's first visit to Beijing as National Security Advisor came amid efforts to ease tensions in what US officials described as an intensely competitive relationship. The tensions peaked in 2020 when China suspended communication between the two militaries and in a few other fields after then US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan. Since then, talks were only gradually resumed more than a year later after Xi and US President Biden met outside San Francisco last November. Notably, the Chinese president is also likely to hold a structured meeting with Modi on the sidelines of the SCO summit in Kazan, Russia. Xi also took a phone call from UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. Understandably, the call was initiated by Starmer. But President Xi reportedly did note the transformation and volatility in the international landscape. The Chinese president's diplomatic initiatives mark a departure, coming as they do in the face of intensification of international efforts to limit China's security role. In a key bid to box out China, Pacific Island leaders have endorsed a landmark regional policing plan to create a multinational crisis reaction force backed by funding from Australia. All this amid Taiwan saying that Chinese aircraft and naval vessels have entered its territory and Beijing's frequent run-ins with the Philippines in the South China Sea. Beijing's diplomatic efforts in this backdrop suggests not only Beijing's recognition of a strong sense of facing increasing diplomatic isolation, but also an attempt to step away from further avoidable confrontation. Bureau Report, WION World is One.